Peace and blessings, everyone. New Release Tuesdaze with your host, Beat After Beat. This is a pre-recorded video. Please share out this video. Please leave a thumbs up on the way in and out the door. We got about 18 new releases for you this evening. Beat After Beat Studios now has more to offer in the line of new releases. We no longer do just pop rock and electronic. We cover a bigger variety of selections for your listening pleasure. Welcome to the premiere. New Release Tuesdays for the week of September 9th, 2025. We have at least 18 new releases, along with the record label information for these bands and artists. We'll be going over the record labels, also tell you a little bit more about the record labels. Let's get right into it. Welcome. New Release Tuesdays for the week of September 9th, 2025. We have 099. 099 is an American punk rap duo founded in 2012 in Newark, New Jersey by the OGM and Yeti Bones. They relocated to Los Angeles in 2014. They were one of Rolling Stone's 10 new artists you need to know in 2014, and The Guardian's new band of the week. They have performed at the Afterpunk Festival in 2014, the SXSW Music Festival in 2015, the Primavera Sound Festival in 2016. To date, they have released multi-EPs accompanied by grindhouse-style music videos and 2 full-length albums, United States of Horror in 2017 and Skin in 2022. Their album is called Tomorrow We Escape by Ho99. It is Ho9909. Tomorrow We Escape on Last Gang Records. Last Gang Records is a record label formed by Canadian music industry lawyer Chris Taylor and concert promoter Donald Kay. In the fall of 2003, at the Pop Montreal Music Festival, Last Gang was nominated as Independent Record Label of the Year at the Canadian Music Awards in 2006. Up next, we have Algernon Cadwallader. Algernon Cadwallader. Cadwallader is an American Midwest emo and math rock band from Yardley, Pennsylvania. They were originally active from 2015 to 2012. In 2022, the band regrouped and began touring again. Stereo Gum referred to the band as the heroes of the emo revival, and their album is called Trying Not to Have a Thought by Algernon Cadwallader. And they are under the Saddle Creek record label. Saddle Creek Records is an American record label based in Omaha, Nebraska, and named after Saddle Creek Road, a major street in Middleton, Omaha. Started as a college class project on an internship. The label was founded in 1993 by Mike Mogus and Justin Obster. Mogus soon turned over his role in the company to Rob Nansel. It was initially called Lumberjack Records. Saddle Creek first appeared in print on a show flyer offering to spend an evening with Saddle Creek Distribution. It handled a Red Eye Distribution. SCR continues to be the flagship label of a style of music called the Omaha Sound, characterized by a slight country twang. A sister label of sorts to Saddle Creek is Team Love, which was begun Justin Obert's brother Connor Obert in 2004. Again, Algernon Cadwallader. He almost called Trying Not to Have a Thought. Let me pull up my reading glasses. Good to see everyone. Up next, we have Baxter Dury. Baxter Dury is an English independent artist, musician, originally signed to Rough Trade Records. Baxter Dury, the album is called Albarone, Allbarone. Albarone is the upcoming 9th studio album by English musician Baxter Dury. Produced by Paul Epworth, the album is scheduled for release on September 12th, 2025 through Heavenly Recordings. And there, here as you can see, the album. And again, they are on Heavenly Records. Heavenly Recordings is a London-based independent record label founded by Jeff Barrett in 1990. Heavenly released the first albums from the team, it's Etine, on Beth Orton and Doves, and early singles by Manic Street Preachers. Currently, Heavenly artists include Mattel, Mattiel, The Orels, Confidence Man, Audiobooks, Pip Blom, H. Hawkline, King Gizzard and a Wizard, Guano Saunders, and Amber Arcades, Tapiri, Tapiri, Working Men's Club, Katie J. Pearson, Chai, and Kneecap. Again, that is Baxter Dury. The album's called Alberon. Up next, we got Between the Buried and Me. It's the name of the band. Between the Buried and Me. Between the Buried and Me, often abbreviated as BTBAM, is an American progressive metalcore band from Raleigh, North Carolina. Formed in 2000, the band consists of Tommy Gillis Rogers Jr., Paul Wagner, Dan Briggs, and Blake Richardson, drums. The album is called The Blue Nowhere. The Blue Nowhere. The Blue Nowhere is an upcoming 11th studio album by American progressive metalcore band Between the Buried and Me. It is set to release on September 12th, 2025, through Inside Out Music, their first release with the label. It will also be their first album without member Dusty Waring, W-A-R-I-N-G, since the Silent Circus, and their first as a four-piece band. The song Things We Tell Ourselves in the Dark serves as the first single for the band, released with a musical video on June 12th, 2025. The 4-year gap is the longest the band has had between studio albums since the release of Colors 2 in 2021. There you go, the cover. And they are on Inside Out Music. Inside Out Music is a German progressive rock record label originally based in Cleve, North Rhine-Westphalia, and dedicated to the publication and progressive rock, progressive metal, and related styles. In 2009, they formed a partnership with Century Media Records and moved its base of operations to Dortmund, also in North Rhine-Westphalia. In August 2015, Century Media was acquired by Sony Music and became its premier label for progressive music. Up next, we have Callum Scott, C-A-L-U-M. Callum Scott is an English singer and songwriter. He rose to prominence in April 2015 after competing on the ITV talent contest Britain's Got Talent, where he performed a cover of Robin's hit Dancing on My Own and earned a golden buzzer from Simon Cowell. After placing 6th in the contest, he released his own version of the song as a single in the following year, which peaked at number 2 in the UK singles chart and became Britain's best-selling single of summer of 2016. Callum Scott, his album is called Avenir, Avenir. Avenir is the third studio album by English singer-songwriter Callum Scott, announced on April 3rd, 2025, and is scheduled for release on September 12th, 2025 through Capitol Records. Capitol Records, LLC, and simply known as Capitol, is an American record label owned by Universal Music Group through its Capitol Music Group imprint. It was founded as the first West Coast-based record label of the note in the United States in 1942 by Johnny Mercer, Buddy Sylvia and Glenn E. Walsh. Capitol was acquired by British music conglomerate EMI as it is North America subsidiary in 1955. EMI was acquired by Universal Music in 2012 and was merged with the company a year later, making Capitol and the Capitol Music Group, both distributed by UMG. The label's circular headquarters building is a recognized landmark of Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. And here's the cover of Callum Scott's new album. Moving right along. This is new Release Tuesdaze with your host, Beat After Beat. The Chameleons are back. The Chameleons are an English rock band formed in Middleton, Greater Manchester in 1981. The band's classic lineup consisted of bassist and vocalist Mark Burgess, guitarist Ronald Smith, and Dave Fielding, and drummer John Lever. And their album is called Arctic Moon. No label provided for them. And they are due to be out. Arctic Moon by the Chameleons are due to be out September 9th, 2025. Dance Gavin Dance is the name of the band. Dance Gavin Dance is an American rock band from Sacramento, California. Formed in 2005, it consists of lead guitarist Will Swan, drummer Matthew Mingus Harsh, vocalist John Ness, and lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist Andrew Wells. The band formerly included lead vocalist Johnny Craig, Kurt Travis, and Tillon Pearson. And the lineup has changed numerous times since their inception. Swan and Mingus are the only band members who have appeared on every studio album. And again, the name of the band is Dance Gavin Dance, and the name of their album is Pantheon. Pantheon is the upcoming 11th studio album by American rock band Dance Gavin Dance, scheduled to be released on September 12th, 2025 on Rise Records, produced by Chris Grummett and Stephen Hawks. The album will serve as a follow-up to their 10th full-length album, Jackpot Juicer, in 2022, and will be the band's first studio album to credit Andrew Wells as sole lead vocalist, despite joining as a guitarist in 2022. It will also be the band's first studio album recorded since the death of longtime bass guitarist Tim Frericks in April 22, and the departure of vocalist Tillon Pearson in April 2024. The album features a guest appearance from American funk musician George Clint. And here's the album, I believe. And they are on Rise Records. Rise Records is an American record label currently based in Beaverton, Oregon, mainly focusing on alternative rock, heavy metal, and punk rock music. Up next, we have Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is an American Christian metal band from Seattle, Washington, formed by brothers John Clark and Ryan Clark in the year 2000. Ryan is the band's only remaining original member, as Don left in 2009. As of the 2010s, the band has sold over 600,000 albums. Demon Hunter's new album is There Was a Light Here, and they are on Weapons MFG Records. Ed Sheeran is back. Ed Sheeran, Edward Christopher Sheeran, is an English singer-songwriter born in Alphaway, West Yorkshire, and raised in Framlingham, Suffolk. He began writing songs around the age of 11. In early 2011, Sheeran independently released the extended play No. 5 collaborations project. He signed with Asylum Records that same year. Ed Sheeran's new album is called Play. Play is the upcoming 8th studio album by English singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran. It is set to be released on September 12, 2025 through Gingerbread Man Records and Atlantic Records under license to Warner Music. The album was supported by 4 singles: Azam, A-Z-I-Z-A-M, Old Phone, Sapphire, and A Little More. It is the first of Sheeran's planned 5 symbol theme albums with titles based on electronic media buttons with pause, fast forward, rewind, and stop to follow. New Ed Sheeran album. And again, he is on Gingerbread Man Atlantic. Gingerbread Man Records is a British record label founded by English singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran under a deal with Warner Group Music. Up next, we have Frost Children. Frost Children is an American pop duo from St. Louis, Missouri, now residing near Ridgewood in New York City. The duo consists of siblings Angel and Lulu Frost. Their album is called Sister, and they are on True Panther Dirty Hit Records. True Panther Sounds. True Panther Records is an independent record label founded by Dean Beelan in San Francisco in 2004. The label eventually moved to New York and was acquired by Matador Records of Beggars Group in 2009, remaining under the umbrella until 2017. After leaving Beggars Group, the label now goes by True Panther Records. Up next, we have Fruit Bats. Fruit Bats is an American indie rock band formed in 1997 in Chicago, Illinois, as the project of singer-songwriter Eric D. Johnson. Johnson is the band's sole permanent member, with various musicians joining the band in live and studio settings. And his album is called Baby Man by Fruit Bats. He is on Merge Records. Merge Records is an independent record label based in Durham, North Carolina. It was founded in 1989 by Laura Balance and Mac McGaughan. It began as an outlet of music from their band Superchunk and music created by friends, and has expanded to include artists from around the world, with records reaching the top of the Billboard music charts. Up next, we have Gorilla Toss. Gorilla Toss is an American rock band formed in Boston in 2011. Now based in New York City, the group currently consists of singer Casey Carlson, drummer Peter Negroponte, guitarist Aaron Sheffy, guitarist or keyboardist Jack Litcher, and bassist Zach Lewin. Gorilla Toss has released 5 studio albums, 7 EPs, and 3 remix albums on various underground labels, DFA Records, and more recently on Sub Pop Records. They were listed in Rolling Stone magazine as one of the 10 great modern punk bands, and Henry Rollins has called them one of the first great bands of the new century, and that is Gorilla Toss. The album's called You're Weird Now on Sub Pop Records. Sub Pop is an independent record label founded in 1986 in Seattle by Bruce Pavitt and Jonathan Hanman. Sub Pop achieved fame in the early 90s by signing Seattle bands such as Nirvana, Soundgarden, and Mudhoney, central players in the grunge movement. They are often credited with helping popularize grunge music. The label's roster includes Fleet Foxes, Tad, Beach House, The Postal Service, Sleater-Kinney, Flight of the Conchords, Fowls, Blitzen Trapper, Father Johnny Misty, Clipping, Shabazz, Palaces, Wise Blood, Gorilla Toss, Bully, Lutz, Low, Mets, Rolling, Blackouts, Coastal Fever, Kiwi Jr., TV Priest, and The Shins. In 1995, the owners of Sub Pop Records sold a 49% of the stake of the label to Warner Music Group. Up next, we have Hellstar. Hellstar is an American heavy metal band formed in Houston, Texas in 1982 by guitarist Larry Bargum. They were an influential force in the American power metal emerging in the mid-80s. Hellstar's new album is The Devil's Masquerade on Massacre Records. Massacre Records is an independent record label based in Germany, specializing in bands from the heavier genres of metal. I See Stars is the band. I See Stars is an American electronic core band from Warren, Michigan, where I was pretty much brought up. Formed in 2006, it consists of lead vocalist Devin Oliver, guitarist Brent Allen, keyboardist and co-vocalist Andrew Oliver, and band guitarist Jeff Valentine. The band has released all 6 of their studio albums and other releases through Summerin, Sumerin, Summerin Records. Yeah, Warren, Michigan in the house here. I See Stars, their album is called The Wheel on Sumerian Records. Sumerian Records is an American record label based in Los Angeles, Washington, and London. The label was founded in 2006 by Ash Avelston. They have signed artists such as Poppy, Bad Omens, Animal as Leaders, and I See Stars. In early 2022, Sumerian acquired Behemoth, Behemoth Entertainment, a comic book and video game publisher, in order to increase their merchandise options and further expand the brand. Jade is the artist. Jade Thirlwall, Thirlwall. Jade Amelia Thirlwall is an English singer. Her music career began at the age of 15 when she auditioned for the X Factor UK on 3 occasions before rising to prominence as a member of the girl group Little Mix. Formed during the show's 8th series, Little Mix became the first group to win the competition, and together went to release 6 studio albums and amassed 19 UK top 10 singles, 5 of which reached number 1. Before going on in 2022, they became the first girl group to win the British Awards of British Group. Jade Thirlwall. The album's called That's Showbiz Baby. That's Showbiz Baby is the upcoming debut solo album by the English singer Jade. It is set to be released on September 12th, 2025 by RCA Records. It is supported by the release of the singles Angel of My Dreams, Fantasy, Fun or FUFN, and Plastic Box. To promote the album, she will embark on a tour of the same name in October 2025. Here's her album. And she is on RCA Records. RCA Records is an American record label owned by Sony Music Entertainment, a subsidiary of Sony Group Corporation. It is one of Sony Music's 4 flagship labels, alongside Columbia Records, Arista Records, and Epic Records. The label has released multiple genres of music, including pop, classical, rock, hip-hop, Afrobeat, electronic, R&B, blues, jazz, and country. The label's name is derived from its now defunct former parent group, the Radio Corporation of America, RCA. Jens Lekman, Lekman, Jens Lekman. Jens Martin Lekman is a Swedish musician. His music is career-based pop with heavy use of samples and strings with lyric and are often witty, romantic, and melodic. His work is heavily influenced by Jonathan Richman and Belle and Sebastian, and he has been liked by Stephen Merritt, David Byrne of Talking Heads, and Scott Walker. Jen Lekman's album is called Songs for Other People's Weddings, coming out September 9th on Secretly Canadian Records. Secretly Canadian is an American independent record label based in Bloomington, Indiana, part of the Secretly Group. The Secretly Group includes record labels Dead Oceans and Jaguar, as well as a music publisher known as Secretly Publishing, representing artists, writers, filmmakers, producers, and comedians. Up next, we have John Carpenter Cash. And by the way, Jens Lekman's album is called Songs for Other People's Weddings. That's by Jens Lekman, Lekman. Up next, we have John Carter Cash. John Carter Cash is an American country singer, songwriter, musician, and author. He is the only child of Johnny Cash and his second wife, June Carter Cash. He is the grandson of Mother Mabel Carter. We have Johnny Cash's son, John Carter Cash. His album is called Pineapple John. No record label issued. There you go, on John Carter Cash. And last but not least, we have Josh Ritter. Joshua B. Ritter is an American singer-songwriter, musician, and author who performs and records with the Royal City Band. Ritter is known for his distinctive American style and narrative lyrics. In 2006, he was named one of the top 100 greatest living songwriters by Paste magazine. Josh Ritter, and his album, it was called I Believe in You, My Honey-Do by Josh Ritter, coming out September 9th as well on 30 Tigers Records. 30 Tigers Records is an American music marketing distribution and management company for independent artists based in Nashville. And there you have it. There is 18 solid new releases under the pop rock electronic, and now BEATAFTERBEAT has expanded his search for new releases. So I hope you appreciate that and enjoy the music coming your way. And again, this is a pre-recorded show here with BEATAFTERBEAT. So we've covered 18 new releases for this pre-recording show, scheduled to be released this Tuesday. (8 p.m. Eastern). Thank you to all my new subscribers out there, all my supporters out there. You know who you are: Adele, Kinky Gray, all my new friends at the record stores on YouTube. Big shout out to Rock This Town Records in Arizona. TC and Jen, much love. Appreciate you to the fullest. All the record shows, all the musicians on YouTube. Good to know you. It's a pleasure. BEATAFTERBEAT is where he belongs, and that is in the music. Hope everyone is having a great day, and I appreciate all the love and support out there here at BEATAFTERBEAT. Enjoy the pre-recorded show, the premiere this Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, here at BEATAFTERBEAT. Not too bad, not too bad. We did 18 new releases. Thank you all for showing up. Again, please leave a thumbs up on the way in and out the door. Share out this premiere. Hope everyone is starting to get used to BEATAFTERBEAT doing premieres. And I'm loving it, and much more peaceful. So thank you so much. This is a BEATAFTERBEAT presentation. Peace and blessings, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the premiere. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for giving this channel support. Please watch my other videos. Please check out my creative playlist. It is building as we speak. Every day I do list new bands, new artists in my creative playlist. It is the heart and soul of Beat After Beat. So enjoy my channel. It is massive. Check out the old videos. Keep on supporting this channel. Much love to the fullest. Another premiere. New Release Tuesdays. Much love to the fullest. Peace out.